After recent holiday, the journalist Angela Epstein, who joins us now, caused quite a stir because what did she do, Ruth?
She admitted that she was shocked to hear that it was a woman who had flown the plane, a female pilot. She was worried about a woman having mood swings, poor concentration, possible premenstrual syndrome. These are reasons why she thinks it's a bad idea to have a woman in charge of the cockpit.
You were joking, weren't you?
Yes, I mean, with respect,
you were
Ruth.
joking.
No, I wasn't joking. What I was saying was that I'm absolutely convinced that female pilots are as competent, if not more competent, than men.
But
it's a personal perception. I don't know whether it's just, it goes back to some kind of sense of antiquated chivalry or benevolent sexism, the idea that I like a man to be sort of the one that looks after me when we're in positions of absolute power, and we are at 35,000 feet. I felt more comfortable. And I would just say about what Ruth said, you're absolutely right. Because I know my frailties and weaknesses as a woman, even though I'm sure pilots are incredibly professional, I know what I'm like when I drive, when I'm feeling premenstrual, or I've had a row with the kids that I've not been able to park in my mind. So all these different things
hold that
were
thought
sort of,
then, because
were
beside
whirling
you,
around my mind.
Captain Marnie Munns, an EasyJet pilot of 18 years, a mother of 2. Your husband's also a commercial airline pilot as well, so it's there.
That's right.
It's in the family. But Angela is saying, basically, when she has her speedy boarding and she gets done, she sits on an EasyJet flight, she wants to hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. Our flight to Alicante will take 2 hours." You want a smooth, manly voice. And if you hear Marnie, you're going into a panic. Is that what you're saying?
It has happened. I mean, what triggered the article I wrote just now is it was funny because the captain didn't speak for the duration of the flight, and then as we came to a sort of standstill and we taxied on the runway, one of the crew just said, you know, and thank you, Captain Maria and her crew, thank you for flying. And I turned to my husband and said, Captain Maria. But I've actually been on flights when I've actually heard the female
Do you think
pilot.
there are a lot of people who still have this misconception that they're safer with a man flying?
What does that make you feel like?
I didn't say I was less safe. I just said I felt less comfortable. I want to be rescued by a man, not by a woman.
She's wetting herself, basically. That's what she's saying. How does that make you feel?
It's never a very natural thing being on an aircraft. So we are trained to deal with nervous passengers all the time, and that's just part of our job. So we're highly trained individuals. We go through the same process as men, as women do as well. And there's lots of processes that we have to follow.
You would see her as nervous rather than sexist?
Yes, I would.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I mean, I fly all the time. I budget fly all the time. I'm not kind of up there with the stellar celebrities. I think it's not about nerves. It's about this idea, and it comes back to what I said about chivalry. If it was somebody who has absolute power, it's not like a train driver where you could pull the communication cord and get off. Somebody, as Marnie knows, is in absolute control. The welfare of over 200 people, 30-odd thousand feet in the air, and
Which she does every day of her
beautifully
working life.
and
4 times a day, actually.
Professionally,
Yeah.
there was never any question of me feeling less safe. I just don't want it. I mean, I have a daughter and I want her to power through the glass ceiling.
But then the problem's you, not the captain.
Yeah, and I made that very clear in the article. The problem is me, but I'll tell you what the issue is with this debate, is that lots and lots of women have really vaporised me because what I've said. Feminism is being entitled to an opinion.
Yes,
I don't feel comfortable
doors to
with
manual and cross-check. Can we please now hear from the captain now, as about how long it's taken you to do what you do, how professional you are. Is there sexism within your industry?
I'm really glad to say that actually there's no sexism within the industry. The sexism comes in the perception of what we actually do. So what I'm here to do today is actually to say what my job involves, because I think people don't know what we do. We work behind a closed flight deck door. We work in highly secure environments, and therefore people have misconceptions about what we actually do. We're very highly trained individuals, both men and women, who do this job. We are checked regularly every 6 months. There's no way an airline would ever allow someone to get through unless they were highly competent. Yes. And with regards to if you are not feeling well at any time, whether it be during any time of the month or any time, as we mentioned earlier, if a pilot is not well and cannot exercise the privileges of their licence, they are expected by the airline to call in sick.
To declare that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And could I just want to say another thing on this as well. Captain, is it not true, to make Angela even more nervous then, people like you are going to be the least of her worries because we're moving towards automation. There's all talks about robot airplanes as well, where you won't even have a pilot, a human
Well, it
pilot.
depends if the
in
robot's
there.
got eyelashes or not. I mean, you know.
Oh, that's awful.
No, but the truth is that there have been situations where pilots who, and I totally accept the point that they're rigorously checked and in terms of medicals, etc., where, you know, thank God they don't happen very often, where planes have been crashed deliberately by those who have
How
flown
many
with
planes
medical issues.
piloted by women have crashed?
Not many.
Not many.
No, I have
I'm
to
an
say
avid
that-
watcher of air crash investigation,
No, no.
and I've yet to see a woman
That's
crash a
the
plane.
fewer pilots.
But we're
But I
really
think
running out of
important,
time. But I
the
did-
important thing to mention is the fact that what we're trying to do in EasyJet at the moment is we're really trying to promote the career positively to women. It's a fantastic career choice. It's a really well-paid job. You get plenty of family time. It offers flexible working, 50%, 75%
Captain, I have to
options.
say, landing gear down. We're going to land 5 seconds.
Talk more than that.